Hello everyone and welcome back to the SK Gaming Cup Grand Finals Best of 5 series between QPAD Red Pandas and Absolute Legends. QPAD gonna be leading 2-0 going into this game 3. With some pretty impressive play in both games. Definitely just feeling like they were pretty much in control in both of the games thus far. And we'll see what they want to go with in this game too, if they gonna continue bringing the aggressive lineups, kind of ignoring some of the typical heroes that most teams are playing and just going with their own style here. They're gonna be on the dire side once again this game with second pick, which leaves the Radiant, two absolute legends, and they get first pick. With that first ban, choosing to take out the Nyx Assassin. Pretty standard ban. Nobody, it seems most teams don't want to deal with him.
Reserve time.
So they're going to ban him out, and we'll see what QPAD want to take out here as well. They're eventually just going to choose to take out the Puck. So going with the sort of team fighting hero once again, we saw Puck get banned out by them last game in the first picking phase. So it looks like they are not a fan of playing against this particular hero. With the silence as well as the Dream Coil abilities. Working pretty well, and AL going to choose to ban out the Wisp. Not thinking they want to go for it themselves, and after the first game where Wisp really kind of dominated the game with the help of some Chaos Knight. Looks like they're not willing to risk that QPAD get it once again. And now looking for the last ban out of this first ban phase from QPandas. Still lots of heroes. We saw them let Batrider get through in the last game, and AL did first pick it. Didn't really work out particularly well for them last game. Not sure what happened really, but Mania on the jungle bat really just kind of had a terrible time, even dying to the creeps one time. And they're eventually just going to ban out Queen of Pain. So choosing like some of these powerful mid heroes, it looks like, that maybe can contest what they're going for. So it looks like they might be considering going for something like the Kunkka again, or just trying to pick out these particular heroes that are good in the mid lane and hard for Kunkka to deal with. Leaves Batrider in the pool once again, and AL going to first pick him once again. And now we get to see what QPAD want to go for here. Obviously lots of heroes in the pool. We saw them pick Shadow Demon as well as Kunkka last game. And it's certainly not out of question once again for this game. They can go for a similar draft and see how AL decide to adapt. They are leading 2-0 in this best of 5. So even dropping a game here, just running the same thing, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for them. But they're going to go something completely different, completely out of the box, and go with the Lifestealer as well as the Brewmaster for this particular game. Deciding to pick up those heroes. They're both melee heroes. Lifestealer we typically see played as a carry. And Brewmaster we're probably going to see in the middle lane. We'll see if they run it. Some teams do run him as a support. We've even seen him farming in the dry lane.
5 seconds remaining.
As of late, people kind of wanted to continue running Brewmaster, but weren't really willing to run him in the mid lane like they used to be able to. And now AL looking for their second and third pickups here. So we see they have Batrider, and they're looking at Brewmaster Lifestealer right now. Keep her Light still in the pool if they want to go that route. They're actually going to choose to pick up Nature's Prophet right off the bat, as well as the Shadow Demon. And so Shadow Demon, the hero that we saw work out pretty well for QPandas last game, and they're going to choose to pick up Bounty Hunter now. So rocking triple melee thus far, but against triple range. Absolute Legend picking all range heroes, QPandas. Range, that's for bitches. We'll just go and grab all the melee heroes. So many melee heroes. They have the Bounty Hunter, the Brewmaster, and the Lifestealer, so it looks like they're going to be focusing pretty heavily on ganking with both the Bounty Hunter and the Brewmaster, even to some extent the Lifestealer, who is a pretty effective ganking carry.
Dire team
And we'll see how these band phases want to go now. QPAD probably looking for supports here to fill in a tri-lane with the Lifestealer. You kind of expect Brewmaster as well as Bounty Hunter to be sort of soloing in both the off lane and the mid lane. While Absolute Legends, they have a support as well as two heroes that we typically see soloing in the form of the Nature's Prophet and the Bat Rider. But either one of those could end up in the jungle, especially if they want to kind of just abandon the tri-lane, the opposing tri-lane like they did last game, and just let Lifestealer farm. It didn't work out particularly well for them last game. After they kind of just let Luna farm all day while Gyrocopter was having his farm contested by a Clockwork. Obviously not the best hero at contesting farm, but was able to do at least something, especially with Sanking trying to shut down the Kunkka mid and having mixed results there. So we'll see what AL want to continue banning out here. They've already gone with the Lina, who worked out pretty well for them in the hands of Jarex last game. And now going to take out Leshrac as well. I think their problem right now is they're not banning out those melee supports like Undying and Ogre Magi. Because QPandas, they gotta go all in at this point. They already have 3 melee heroes. Gotta go all in. 5 melee heroes. Pick up Lance. And we've seen QPandas now ban out Anti-Mage as well as Alchemist, going for those hard carries that can farm in the tri-lane of Absolute Legends. Don't want to deal with Anti-Mage or Alchemist just sitting there rising creep waves for 25 minutes while nothing's really going on and trying to just kind of outlast QPandas with their aggression. Wants to force them to have to kind of get into fights with them. And that's where QPandas are feeling comfortable. They've been able to take games thus far. Rubik now the last ban from AL. And running that kind of strategy where they're sort of forcing them to take sort of more mid-game carries like the Gyrocopter, as we saw in the last game, and it didn't really work out for AL. They do typically like to go pretty late game with a Unicorn on something like the Anti-Mage. They can just sort of sit and farm, even if it gets ganked a little bit early, eventually is able to catch up and just kind of out-carry anyone as the game goes on.
10 seconds remaining.
And the last ban coming out from QPandas is going to be the Faceless Void, so sticking on that theme with these sort of late game type carries. And now we're going to see what AL want to pick up here for their 4th pickup. Have some options. We'll see if they just go for a support for their tri-lane. That's kind of what I expect to see. If they don't go for that route, they could pick up another solo here and try and hide their carry as long as possible. But spending quite some time now. They could also just pick up like Keeper of Light and then Phantom Lancer here. Both of those heroes making it all the way to the 2nd pick phase. It wouldn't be the worst lane in the world for them. There's the Phantom Lancer. So they're just gonna go with it. Phantom Lancer did make it all the way here. Seems not particularly surprising pickup considering what they already had going on their lineup. They're going to have that hero for the time being, the hero that everyone hates, the Cancer Lancer himself. Now QPandas need to think about where they want to go from here. The Phantom Lancer did make it through the pool. They choose to ban out Alchemist over it, which some people might call a little bit questionable. But of course Alchemist can farm quite a bit. It's not the easiest to shut down. He's kind of tanky as the game goes on, especially once he gets that ultimate form. Be able to pop that, get a bunch of bonus HP. And we'll see what Wagamon wants to go for here, what they want for their supports. It's really seems like what they want to go. Let's grab some supports here. They're spending quite a bit of time thinking about it. Wouldn't be surprised to see them just pick up the Keeper Light themselves, but they go for the Enchantress.
Radiant team.
And now, AL, what do they want to do? Are they going to go for the Coddle, run the Tri-Lane with the Shadow Demon, as well as the Keeper Light? That does leave a free lane, basically, probably, for QPandas again, and sets up Batrider to head to the mid lane, and Nature's Prophet to probably just end up abandoning that off lane in jungle. And maybe that's what QPandas are going for. They're basically trying to bait out the Phantom Lancer Keeper Light pick because they're not worried about it at all. I don't know.
5 seconds.
Not sure what their strats are.
10.
Venomancer.
And they end up going with Venomancer as their final pick here from Absolute Legends. So they see the Keeper Light, they recognize that he exists, and then they decide to go for the poison guy. Just walking around being a little snake dude, shooting poison, being a jerk. And Lion gonna be the pickup from QPandas. I think that's a pretty standard pickup for their lineup. Hero they like to run quite a bit in the hands of Jarex. And Mini gonna be on the Enchantress, hanging out in the jungle. Leaves probably Wagamon to be farming that safely in the Lifestealer. And we'll see what's going on once these players pick up their heroes and we get into game. You can see who everyone's playing, where they want to go.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Okay, so it looks like one player from AL is AFK at the moment. So we'll go over the QPAD lineup first. We got Sing Sing taking up the Bounty Hunter, Mini. On the Enchantress, select on the Brewmaster, Wagamama. On the Nyx, and finally Jarex taking up that Lion. That's going to be QPandas on the Dire side. Radiant side, going to be played by Absolute Legends this game. We got Mania taking up that Nature's Prophet. Unicorn on the Phantom Lancer, Miggle. On that Batrider, Miracle. On the Venomancer, and that leaves Rise to be playing the Shadow Demon whenever he makes it into the game. Currently AFK. Or something, who knows. You know the deal. Every game starts off with a pause. People fake AFK so that they can strategery. And kind of expecting, like I said before, here goes Rise. Trying to come up from Absolute Legends in this bottom lane with the Phantom Lancer, the Shadow Demon, and the Venomancer. And then Miggle head towards that mid lane on the Batrider, which leaves Nature's Prophet to the off lane, but he'll probably abandon. It's certainly possible he could also just hang out if he's expecting Lifestealer to be mostly alone up in that top lane. And it looks like that is going to be the case. For the moment at least, all 4 heroes, everyone except Nature's Prophet hanging towards that bottom lane. On the Absolute Legends lineup for now. In the meantime, on the Dire side, Looks like Life Stealer as well as Lion heading up towards there safely. Expect to see Select hanging out in that mid lane on the Brewmaster, and that leaves Sing Sing to go down towards the bottom on the Bounty Hunter.
30 seconds.
Sounds
to
like
battle.
someone's chopping wood outside. Weird. Some wards already coming up from the Absolute Legends lineup here. See what they want to go for. So they're going to try and spot out Sing Sing on this Bounty Hunter, who looks like he's getting ready to go for a little bit of a steal on the creep wave. See if he runs into these
The battle begins.
supports early, or he's going to be doing pretty okay and just escape with a creep wave in tow. Haste rune going to get picked up by Venomancer. That's pretty dangerous for Sing Sing, especially if he tries to steal this creep wave. Rise, walking by him. Sing Sing gonna pop the invis once again. It looks to be heading towards the mid lane, actually. Maybe trying to find the Nature's Prophet. It's already consumed a ton of mana going invisible. And he's gonna spot out Nature's Prophet here. Gets the last hit on the big Dark Troll Summoner. Now getting some kills. Able to kill off all those treants, so stealing experience any way he can. Gonna go back to being invisible now. And Mania.
Warriors of the wood.
Not gonna be having a fun time if he's got a bounty hunter just wandering around. Stealing creeps, being annoying. These creeps getting super confused in the side lane. Or side shop there. With Wagama farming up this top lane. So we'll see who's able to get the best of the farm, if it's going to be the Lifestealer or it's going to be the Fanlancer, both facing completely uncontested lanes at the moment. Select 7 stacks of napalm on him, now gets caught by the Venomous Gale. Going to be taking a ton of damage. Nature's Prophet here as well. Going to pop the wand, keeps him alive for the moment. The heal coming off from Minchip, and then the deny from Enchantress. Huge denies coming out from Minnie. Saves the first blood from going the way of this mid lane. Select unfortunately does have to die for it, but Minnie able to at least limit what happens. And Sing Sing gonna find a delicious courier. Oh, his invis wore off at the exact worst time. Now the courier flying. Poor Sing Sing. Still a possibility he'll get it, but it's not particularly great odds. And nope, Haste still gonna be up there. Wah wah. Almost had it. Almost had it. Not quite though. And now Sing Sing continue to wander around. Still only level 1, 5 experience away from level 2. Gonna go invis directly adjacent to Miracle. Maybe hoping to bait out that sentry, but Miracle not biting. Sing really low on HP, or mana rather. Doesn't even have enough to go invisible right now. Let's see if Rise notices. Oh, Sing Sing probably in a lot of trouble down here in the bottom lane, getting blocked up. Nature's Prophet in the way as well now. Gale's gonna just miss, but he doesn't have the mana, and it's gonna be first blood going the way of Absolute Legend. Sing Sing just getting over his head a little bit down there. Hanging out trying to get one last hit so he hits level 2, and he ends up dying for it. Meantime, it looks like a gank coming out of Miggle. Maybe Clap. Clap gonna miss, but Miggle will go down. Nonetheless, Enchantress getting that last hit. And it's like getting his bottle sent to him. Gonna find an Invis rune up in the upper river. Bottle up to get those. Get all that mana back. Meantime, Wagamon putting some pressure on this tier 1 tower in the top lane. While the Dyer's tier 1 has been left relatively unscathed. Sing looking like he's content to just hide in the trees. Can't leech a little bit of experience. He's up to level 2 now. So he has that Janada. Allows him to do a little bit more damage. Meantime, Rise now coming in. So is Mania. Mania looks to be rushing that mechanism. Not going for a Midas this game. Just a little bit different than how we normally see Nature's Prophet get played. Even if they wanted to go back, we usually see him pick it up. That Midas first, but not going to be the choice for Mania here.
Pull roots and run.
And he's going for a push into this tier 1 with some help from Rise and Unicorn.
Dire's structures are
Glyph going to be
fortified.
used now. The creep wave showing up. Sing Sing really not going to be able to do a ton
Dire's
on his
bottom
own as
tower
Bounty
is under
Hunter.
attack.
Try and go in like maybe last hit something, or at least leech experience. Miracle here now as well. Out of the Venomancer, we'll see if he drops a sentry. Doesn't look like it for the time being. Sing Sing kept pretty far back. That creep.
Dire's bottom tower is under
That tower gonna go
Dire's
down.
bottom
First tower
tower
going the way
has
of Absolute
fallen.
Legends in this bottom lane. Now Sing Sing up to level 3, continuing to try and leech experience, but this tier 2
Radiant's
tower
top
going to start
tower
taking some
is
damage
under
in this
attack.
bottom lane. We'll see what they want to do. It looks like smoke coming out from QPAD in the mid lane. They're going to go once again on Miggle. He's trying to fly away. Select. Doing the best he can. He has his haste from Miggle flying. Doesn't even matter if he's a frog. Frogs fly too. Nature's Prophet with the fake teleport over and over again. But Miggle's going to be able to survive escapes with his life. Sticky Napalm not doing a ton to select with that haste rune up. So it's being annoying. Clap gonna miss. Until it looks like Mania's come up to his top lane and trying to harass Wagamama back a little bit, contest his farm. He is currently outlasting the Phantom Lancer pretty heavily. And what has he gone for? Midas. It's pretty much what I would have expected. Facing up against the Phantom Lancer, you're gonna have a little bit more time to farm than you might normally, considering how late game Phantom Lancer really tends to be. And it's going to allow him to get a lot of farm very quickly. It looks like he's going for a drum as well. Has some Tranquil Boots picked up as already. Meantime, Select. Continue to sit in this middle lane, try and get some farm up. On the Brewmaster. He's doing pretty decent in terms of farm, not the best. He did get denied early on. Sing Sing has showed up as well. He's up to level 4. Getting attacked by a creep. Doesn't notice it first and is like, oh, I see. I'm being attacked by a creep. As there was a sentry ward there, it is worn off now. So not going to be able to set up a gank that particular time. Sentry going to get dropped by Mini. We're going to see that there is no sentry here. Looks like they might want to do something in this mid lane. 5 stacks of napalm up on Select now. He's level 6. So he has that split if he wants to go for a Miggle. Level 6 as well, so if he gets that net off before the split goes, 8 stacks. Now going for it, Select. Gonna get pulled. He needs to get the ult off. There goes the split. Gonna be
Dire's
able to
bottom tower is
use
under
it, but
attack.
probably not gonna be able to set up much of a kill here. Going for Miggle. Shadowing gonna get thrown up in the air for the time being. Not really too much they can do with it though, so forcing out the split, trading it for the Flaming Lasso.
Dire's
Not the
bottom
worst
tower
trade in the
is
world for
under
Barrier.
attack.
His cooldown much lower. About 100 seconds lower actually.
Illusion.
Which is kind of a big deal. Tim Jarrett's trying
Dire's
to get a
bottom tower
little
has
bit of
fallen.
farm on this line, some levels. Pulling some creeps. Killing some Minotaurs, no big deal. Mini continuing to farm as well on this Enchantress. In the jungle up to level 5. We'll see when Enchantress is able to get something kind of done here. Unicorn up to level 8 on this Balancer has his drum, as well as Trinklewood picked up. So he's got a lot of tower gold behind
Dire's
him
middle
right now.
tower is under attack.
It looks like Lifestealer's got probably something coming to him soon. Picks up Face Boots now and should have the drums done as well. Didn't he buy drums? Guess not. I thought I saw him pick up drums. Okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is
It
under
looks like some
attack.
pressure going to come on this tier 1 tower. With some help from enchanters, they should be able to get this down line here as well. But in the
Radiant
meantime, their tier 1 in the
structures
mid
are
lane looks to be
fortified.
going down as well. Select not even going to be able to get in range to really deny it, and that left it going the way of Shadow
Dyer's
Demon.
middle tower
In the meantime,
has
his top
fallen.
lane Wagner might be able to get the last hit on
Radiant's
the
top
tower
has fallen.
for his life stealer. Let's hope and get him some additional farm. Mini has an urn coming out. Batrider has the blink finished. Much earlier than we saw last game. Much early. Meantime, select on this Brewmaster. Continue to try and get some farm in the mid lane, well away from a blink dagger of his own. Just getting kind of completely outlast hit by Miguel on this Batrider. As well as the Batrider having a little bit of a better time in terms of kills, sitting at, well, he's 0-1-0, I guess. Whereas the Panda is also 0-1-0. Need a pause from Wagamama very quickly. And it doesn't look like they're explaining what the pause is about, so we have a second. Let's take a look at Experience of Gold. Experience favoring QPandas by quite a bit, about 3k gold. Back the way of AL, sitting about 1200. So pretty close to even on both fronts, 10 minutes in. 3k experience, 10 minutes in, so yeah, it's a fair amount. Don't go, BRB. Let's check everyone's items, see if anyone got something up that I missed. Doesn't really look like it. That Midas and the phase boots, of course. Fucking 4chan sent us pizza. What? Fucking 4chan gave us pizza. Must be nice. Must be nice. Alright, looks like they're ready to get back to it. Mania gonna unpause, and Batrider gonna repause. Okay. For serious this time, we're back to it. Alright, so we have 3 heroes in this mid lane. It looks like Select has picked up Mana Boots. Opting to go that route before the Blink Dagger. I think this is a pretty good choice in most games. Sometimes we'll see a Blink Dagger come out first from the Brewmaster. It really leaves you hurting for mana when you don't get those Arcane Boots up early. You can blink in, you can clap, and you can ult, and that's literally all of your mana. Get a little bit more done this way. Looks like Jarek's gonna get pulled by Miguel. Stun gonna miss. Miracle gonna go down. No. Just barely alive. The disruption from the Shadow Demon that keeps the Venomancer alive. Meantime, Brewmaster does take the tower in the mid lane. Now support's coming out to help Wagamama. Sing Sing is here. Sing at level 6 as well, gonna get that track off, so they're knowing where Mania went, and it's mid lane. Just far away from where they can get him.
Dyer's top tower is
With
under
all their
attack.
heroes up. Tango's laying on the ground, no big deal. Miko's gonna pick them up, must have them. I will even use them, even though I'm at full health. Okay. Mania hanging out in this mid lane has that mech done, of course. We saw him use it to heal up the Venomancer after coming out of the Disruption Unicorn. As a Ring of Basilius picked up now on his Fam Lancer. So appears to be going for a Ring of Akil, a little bit more of an aggressive build. Looks like he's going to get spied out by Sing Sing. The track is going to be there. Slow coming out as well, but do they do enough damage? Trying to keep him down for as long as possible. Throwing those impeti. But Mini completely out of mana basically at this point, and looks like Unicorn going to be able to just get away.
Is under attack.
Why, thank
Radiant's
you.
bottom tower is under attack.
What is this guy doing asking a question in the middle of the game all of a sudden about who Select is?
Healing power.
Dire's middle tower.
Classy,
Radiant's
like Brazilian,
bottom tower
the
has
Brazilian
fallen.
caster? Yeah.
Dire's structures are
Brazilian
fortified.
casters.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, they are able to get that tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. Chantress get the last hit. Top tier 1. Take a little bit of pressure from Batrider, but Wagamama is here. It looks like they're going to go for him. He is slowed up. Miggle not going to blink in yet.
Dire's top tower is under
And
attack.
going to be able to deal some damage. Wagamama now going in. Not hitting Mania. The tier 1 tower looks like it's going to be going down. Mania taking a lot of damage. Here comes the lasso. Out of Wagamama. No one's supporting up here
Dire's
yet.
top tower has fallen.
Mania's just going to port out with a TP scroll.
Radiant's
Radiant's courier
has been
getting killed. As soon as by Sing Sing. Looks like they want to go on Meagle. Not going to be able to do it. Jarek's not going to be able to get in range in time to get that stun off. So they get that tower, but they do get the courier. I wonder if anything was on it. Sing Sing has a bottle as well as Orb of Venom, and that's about it. Just not had a great time this game. See, his gold per minute is actually lower than the Enchantress. Select pouring back to base after bottling up that haste rune. Not sure why he bothered to bottle it up. If he was going to just go back to base, probably could have given it to Sing Sing to fill his bottle. But that's what they're going to choose to do. Sing Sing continue to try and get some farm in this bottom lane. Probably wants to finish some sort of boots. Would expect to see phase coming out from him, but still doesn't have the gold for it. Nonetheless. The rest of his team now heading towards this bottom lane. Oh, I'm going to pop Midas. Does have those drums now. There they are. As well as a TP scroll coming to him via courier. Still no armlet up from him. Kind of
Radiant's bottom tower
waited a
is
little
under
while.
attack.
Pretty surprising. We'll see if he even ends up going for it. Usually if you have armlet, you want it a little bit earlier than this by now. So you can be doing as much damage as possible early on. And Wagamama taking a lot of damage already. Haste Rune gonna get
Bottom tower is under
used
attack.
by Select. It looks like they're going on Rise. He's taking a lot of damage to Shadow Demon. The best he can probably hope to do at this point is disrupt himself and hope to survive. Stun comes out. No
Radiant's
Fire
bottom
Panda?
tower
No
has
Fire
fallen.
Panda? No Select. Gonna get lassoed upon turning into regular form, and he's gonna go down.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Anytime the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane does go down, then the tier 2 top. Taking some harass as well from AL. And Unicorn gonna just doppel walk away. Wagamama looks to be wanting to go on Mania, but not gonna be able to do a ton. He doesn't have a way of disabling him. I'm just porting out. Gonna use the Infest to clear off that creep wave. Tower gonna be in deny range, it looks like. Wagamama does get the deny.
Dire's top tower has been denied.
Select with his micro. I hear he's a StarCraft 2 player, right guys? Should be good at micro. And then terrible, terrible micro from that panda there. Isn't able to really get anything done. Radiant's courier respawns. What was on it? Some branches. One branch from Miracle or one branch from Miggle? Let's see. Armlet finished by the Nakes now. Has that going for him, as well as that TP scroll. or another TP scroll rather. Nothing really up on Rise. We do have the Diffusal Blade on Unicorn that he got up in that top lane. Venomancer looks to be going for a 4-staff about 600 gold away, so not particularly far. 4-staff is done on Miggle. That's Bat Rider now, so he's definitely doing a lot better than Mania was doing last game on the Bat Rider. And this Nature's Prophet continuing to try and just split push out here and slow down. Any sort of pushing that can come out from QPandas, as well as a constant fear that they're going to get punished anytime they try and push together. They're actually behind on towers, even though it seems like they've been going pretty well. And with Phantom Lancer sitting in one lane, constantly pushing with all these illusions, Nature's Prophet sitting in another, they have to be constantly concerned about their towers. Their tier 3 in this bottom lane is taking harass from these Phantom Lancer illusions. And Wagamon now showing up, trying to do the best he can. Jarrett's even using stuns. Wagamon forced to rage. And they're tier 3. Already lost a quarter of its HP. It does not bode well for QPandas unless they can start getting something done here. Bounty Hunter has phase boots finished finally. Let's take a look at experience and gold, see how it's going. Experience only 1k in favor of QPandas. Excuse me, gold. It's in close to dead even, about 300 in favor of QPandas. So they're going to need to start getting something done here. They still only have 1 kill. This Bounty Hunter pick obviously not working out super well for them. In a game that's sitting 4-1, and Bounty Hunter wasn't involved in the only kill his team has gotten. Definitely the kind of pick you need to make something happen with. Looks like they're going for the last one. Looks like they're going to get ulted. And it looks like he's probably getting in a lot of trouble here. Brew going to get the ult off, the mech coming off as well. Looks like Rise going to go down. There's a track kill. That will go the way of Brewmaster. Miggle still up in the air. Going to be able to blink out. No damage hitting on him in time. Unicorn going to get dusted up. See if they do anything with it. Sing Sing staying pretty far back for the time being. And QPAD feeling like they want to keep going for a fight, but their Panda ult is down. Healing up though, and getting the mana boots going as well. Sing Sing already back to full from being near dead and having Venomancer ult on him. However, these Venomancer wards already coming down, trying to stop any sort of push. Track gonna come out on Unicorn. Pretty useful. QPAD Select has a Nake's Infested Miracle. In some trouble, they need to get tracks off on him as much as possible. Ult coming out from Nake's, or from Shadow Demon on the Nake's Bounty Hunter, able to get a kill on Family. So that's a huge pick off. That was a track kill as well. So these track kills starting to come the way of QPandas in this fight, as well as getting a kill on their carry in the form of the Family Lancer. Mania has made his way back down here as well, and they're trying to defend this tower. I'm not sure this is the right call, to be honest. He could be up in this bottom lane, pressuring the tier 3. It's already lost a quarter of its HP. He could be sitting there right now. Probably have even taken the tower in the time that they've been sitting up in this top lane, slowly sieging this tier 2 down. And all he has to worry about is losing a tier 2 in exchange, which is definitely not the worst trade for his team. And now he's made his way up. They're going to start to keep pressure up there. He's only level 10, so he's only got level 1 of his ult. Summon some treants here. Not sure why he's waiting so long. And QPandas looking like they're going to make it. Give it one more go in the top lane to finish off that tower. Probably going to be forced back right away. They need to kill off this tower very quickly. The ult going to come out on Mini from the Bat Rider. Unfortunately, Bat Rider going to get killed off. Phantom Lancer is here. Can he get the track off him in time? No. No track. Meantime, Mania continuing to put pressure on this tier 3 in the bottom lane. They need to start porting back. And Lifesteal was able to get blasted on that tower. Jarex chasing after Mania. Fortunately, Mania is a little bit faster than him, and he didn't have sight, so... Or actually, they're the same speed. Precisely, and Jarex didn't know where he was walking in a straight line. There's nothing big gonna happen there. Jack's just going to go the mid lane on this line, try and get some farm, keep these creeps off the tower, kill the catapult, etc.
I am grateful.
And let's see what's going on. Unicorn trying to farm the jungle up to 1900 gold. On this Phantom Lancer doing pretty decently. Not quite as farmed as the Lifestealer by any means. It looks like they might be going for Roshan. Tinking it up with a Centaur for the time being. There's going to be a Phantom Lancer illusion. It's going to spot it out. As well as Enchantress stole a Treant. Okay.
Having trouble. Oh.
And let's see what the families have picked up. Yasha now.
Roshan
He just is going to go the way of
has evolved into the
Lifestealer, of
dark.
course. Ale not in any position to really contest that. All they can hope to do is Mania try and put some pressure on lanes. So that when they get out of it, they can't just go straight into pushing. Taking towers, forcing fights. There are only 2 tier 2s up on the map, both of them in the middle lane. One for each side. And we'll see where QPandas want to go from here. Looks like they're heading towards that bottom lane. Let's take a quick look at Experience and Gold once again after that Roche fight. Shouldn't have updated by now. XP 5k in favor of QPandas. Gold sitting about 3.5, approaching 4k. So QPandas have a little bit of a lead. They haven't really been able to secure a very large one as of yet. They did get quite a few track kills. 2 or 3. Up in that top lane. As well as getting 4 kills, not losing any heroes on their own. Went from 4-1 to 4-5. Now in favor of QPandas. Meanie up in this top lane now, and they're just probably trying to put some pressure. Looks like he's going for an Orchid. Pretty standard pickup facing against a Nyx, whose BKB ability really relies on being able to cast spells. Silence pretty good
Dire's middle
against
tower
Nyx.
is under attack.
Meanie up here as well on the Bat Rider. Let's see what happens. It looks like Jerax is running in smoked. Has the Nyx infested inside. I'm going to spot out Rise. There's the Hex. And the Finger of Death going to just kill him immediately. Meanie going to be able to port out. Jerax not able to get that Earth Spike off in time.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And their tier 3 top going to take a very, very small amount of damage. Select here to finish it off, keep it alive.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Sing Sing picked up a Vlad's now, as well as something else coming in the courier. It's a TP scroll for him and Select. Yay! Sing trying his best to get some farm, did not have a great time early on in this game on the Bounty Hunter, but he is up to almost level 11. So of that level 2 track, so if they get any more kills, give even more of a gold advantage to his team. Looks like they're heading towards this bottom lane. Going for Miracle, he's going to force dive into the woods and just TP out. Select doesn't have a way of really doing anything about that. So Phantom Lancer Illusion's going to be stolen here by Mini. Pretty decent thing to steal. Sanjin Yasha picked up by Wagamama now. Going all in on these mid-game builds for the Nyx. Has all of the move speed out of drum charges, unfortunately, so he's not going to have that particular item to give him move speed. Missing a kill in the mid lane, Miracle getting picked off by Sing Sing as well as Lifestealer. I expect that was a track kill, it was. Not noticing it was checking out this top lane where the supports are getting
Dire's
spotted
top
out by
tower
an
is
Nature's
under
Prophet
attack.
ult, and they immediately counter ward. Because, yeah, they must have had a ward here, since we both got hit by that. Looks like Select. Gonna spot out Rise, dropping a ward there in the middle of the Radiant jungle. So I'm probably on their way with sentries. Sing Sing farming, does Mini have any? Nope. Meantime, Jarek's going on Mania. Mania in some trouble here. Looks like he might actually go down. And does get picked off. Lifestealer getting that last hit. Immediately buying
Prepare
back.
to be away from the sacred
See where he wants to
woods.
port and what he wants to try and do with the buyback. Looks like he's just going to go bottom and try and defend. How much longer do we have on the Aegis? It's about a minute and a half. Yeah, we'll see what they want to do with it. Kind of expect QPAD to want to try and force a fight into high ground. Doing pretty well at the moment, but especially with this kind of build. Oh, Mania in some trouble. Looks like he's going to go down again. It does. Sing Sing getting that kill. Now in some trouble, getting slowed up. And the Venomancer ult and the last hit. Going the way of Venomancer. Split coming out from the Brewmaster. Not going to be able to really do a ton. Just needs to basically run away. And it looks like he's going to be able to get away. No one really chasing after him, so they trade Bounty Hunter for the Nature's Prophet. But with the Nature's Prophet down, it's kind of opened QPAD up to being able to push. They don't have to worry about the split pushing for the time being. They still have that Aegis on the Lifestealer who looks like he wants to infest the Brewmaster pretty badly. Just kind of following him around. Not going for it, however. Maybe they're afraid to fight without the Bounty Hunter if they want to make the most of those tracks. They only have about a minute left on the Aegis, less than even 20 seconds, so
Radiant's
Wagama would
middle
probably
tower
just,
is under attack.
if you wanted to do something with it, the time is basically passed.
My sprites are with us.
And they're going for this tier 2 in the mid lane. Looks like they're going to be able to get it down pretty easily. The Gale going to come through, but not going to really do too much. Wagama taking quite a bit of damage, but going to heal up now. Taking these creep waves. So killing off some of these Venomancer wards to get a little bit of additional farm. Sing Sing has made it back. Boots of Travel now up on Lifestealer. No big deal.
Dire's bottom tower
Has
is
3,300
under
gold
attack.
as well. The Nature's Prophet all going to fly through, dealing quite a bit of damage. But this tier 3 tower in the mid lane starting to get hit down. Well, we're going to use the Rage. In some trouble.
Structures are fortified.
Getting pulled in. He's in a bad spot. Needs help.
Dire's
Select
bottom
going to save him.
barracks are under attack.
But the running up to him, letting him infest, and now Select looks to be porting out. Surprised he's going for that. Phantom Lancer going to get the kill on Lion. He did throw off the ultimate on the Showdown, but not going to do a ton. Mini trying to run away. Getting slowed up by the Stinky Napalm and has enemies chasing after him. Meantime, Select ports the bomb lane, kills Mania. They lost melee racks.
Where are you
Not
going?
even noticing. Oh. So Mania able to get his job done there. Takes melee racks in the bottom lane. And
Don't run
Pandas
off.
not really able to get anything done for it. Mini building his own Phantom Lancer army. That tier 3 still up in the mid lane. They were able to do about a quarter of its HP, but they lose melee racks for it. That's the kind of thing you gotta be concerned about when you're up against an Nature's Prophet. If he's not there in the fight, it's probably because he's in your base, being annoying, taking racks. And now QPandas down a set of racks, smoked up in the rain jungle, trying to find anyone out. Fortunately, there's nobody there. Currently, nobody there. That leaves them just kind of wandering around, not really getting a ton done. Jack's just gonna throw out, or spike. He doesn't even care if he's smoked. No one will know. I was there the whole time. What are you talking about? Mania hanging out in the bottom lane looks to almost have that Orchid done. He's picked up a Midas since. Just allowing him to get even more farm while he's out hanging around, trying to get stuff done. Continuing to keep pressure towards this bottom lane so that QPandas always have to be aware of it. Miggle up in the top lane. Looks to be safe for the time being. Gem is up on Venomancer. Figured someone had it. And it is in fact Miracle on this gem. Or Venomancer, right? And QPandas is now pushing towards this top lane. Wagamama is all the way in the bottom, split
Dire's
pushing
middle
pretty
tower
well at the
is
moment.
under attack.
Fortunately, he
Dire's
does have
middle
those
tower
boots of
has
travel.
fallen.
And Mania already cutting off the creep wave, putting all the way back.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But Wagamama already laying into these tier
Radiant
3s.
structures are
Stroke going to come out and
fortified.
select. He's coming off selecting a lot of
Radiant's
damage,
top
but still
tower
going to have
is
that
under
split, so
attack.
focusing down, not doing a
Dire's
ton.
middle tower
In the meantime,
is under
Famlets are
attack.
going for mid. Looks like he's going to be able to get it too. Wagamama able to take tier 3. They trade tier 3s.
Radiant's top tower
QPAD, what
has
are they
fallen.
doing? They got to get something done here.
Dire's middle barracks
Already
are
porting
under
back,
attack.
and it looks like they're just going to be able to get something done. Mania going down, but they're going to lose barracks, it looks like.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Melee Rex taking a ton of damage. Still alive for the time being. Whew. Close. They're not able to get a kill on Unicorn. He does get away. Mania dying once again, but able to get that tier 3 tower. And getting that done is pretty big for them. Miggle lagging apparently is going to be the cause of this pause. Miggle being the Bat Rider. And this pause taking quite a while for someone who's just lagging. I don't know what they're hoping to accomplish by pausing for a particularly long time, but here we go. $3,800 gold up on Wagamama now on this life stealer. Has a Hyperstone picked up as well, so he has the money for an AC if he wants to pick that up now. So it's possible he can just go for a Mjolnir and get all that damage, lightning. Not afraid of anything. But I much more expect to see the AC come out. Has the gold either way. And this pause taking quite some time. Taking quite some time. I don't know, they said Miggle was lagging, so this pause is kind of just being extended for no apparent reason. No apparent reason. Hopefully it doesn't take too much longer. Big lag. So much lag that the longer we pause it, it will eventually get fixed, I guess. Not typically how the internet works, but whatever. Maybe they get there. Okay, we're back to it. Wagamama continuing to farm. Looks like he picked up something. It is the AC. But, you know, they took one tier 3, they lost another tier 3. And just training not particularly great for them. And they keep backing off trying to defend, but they're just going, even if they're going even, they are down 1 Rax from previously when they weren't able to really crack mid. Roshan is back up if they want to go that route. Lifestealer going to use his boots of travel to get in there with Mini taking a random radiant melee creep. Roshan gonna go down very, very quickly here. Has no armor really. 3-1.
Roshan has
So another
fallen
Aegis for
to
Wagamama, and in the meantime Split Push has reached the top lane. Shadow Demon has a bug. A lot of pulses coming out from AL here. A lot of pauses coming out from AL here. So he's gonna restart his game. Hopefully that gets it fixed so we don't have to sit here and continue doing nothing. Sing Sing ready to go as soon as they are. Rise reconnects.
Illusion.
Okay, back to it. Roshan is a white box now. Okay. Lifestealer continue to be the most farmed hero on the map. Oh, actually not. Famlancer has passed him. Crazy. Looks like he is going for a butterfly, not too far off at this point. Select out farming the Nature's Prophet as well, but all the out farming in the world not going to save him because he is dead. He's dropped his gem as well, which is really unfortunate because they probably want that. And Miggle just going to destroy it, it looks like. Select does not have buyback, has the Ags up however, as well as Boots of Travel is around. So it looks like they are ready for this split push strategy coming out from Absolute Legends. And Sing Sing wandering around with Wagamama inside. Going for some sort of kill. And they're going to find Miggle. It's going to be their target. And here he goes. Going to force them away trying to get out, but he's already dead. Wagamama's going to get that kill. Dominating now. That's a try kill as well as a pick on a pretty important hero. Rise trying to get away. It looks like he will be able to. Sight not going to be there in time for Jarex to get in range for the air spike, unfortunately. And let's see what QPAD want to do about this. They're ahead 5 kills, but still got to be worried about their base. You can get all the hero kills you want, but if you're not getting any of these...
Dire's structures are fortified.
I'm not really sure what they thought was going to happen there. There's no stun. Why they poured it up there? Okay. Once again, having to defend their bottom lane where the melee Rax is down. I mean, he has some treants hiding up in the jungle. Trying his best to keep this creep wave as close to that tier 3 as possible, so he doesn't have to spend too much time trying to go for it. These Phantom Lancer illusions starting to be an issue. Have that butterfly up now, as well as the Manta, the Drum Diffusal. Something they're going to have to constantly be worried about as the game goes on. This Phantom Lancer is quite big. Sing Sing getting picked off in the bottom lane now. He's going to be killed off. Slug canceling the TP, but Wagamama continues. And Mania now getting caught out with the Hex from Jarex. It's going to be his death. Wagama able to get that kill. Is there buyback on Mania? There is. He's going to use it right away. Wakamama getting absolutely shredded now. By these Famlancer illusions, just doing so much. He has no mana. In the meantime, Mini getting picked off in the top by Mania. After that buyback, so making everything a little bit more worthwhile for him. Meantime, it looks like Riot's in some trouble here. There's Spike gonna come through. It's gonna be his death. Oh, the Ghost Scepter keeping him alive for the moment. Now the ult coming out on select. He can't get there in time, and Rest gonna be able to get away on the Shadow Demon.
It's a trigger.
Weird blink. Maybe expecting someone to be there, but not a lot happening. Let's take a look at Experience of Gold again. Experience 10k now in favor of QPandas. Gold almost dead even. So a lot of farms starting to come out. On the side of AL, they're catching up. And these track kills really aren't existing a lot in this game. Bounty Hunter pickup where you really want to get a lot of kills, force a lot of fights, get really
Double damage.
brawly, but this team split push lineup. Really taking away from their ability to get in these fights where a lot of heroes are just dying, either from both sides, just the track kills, try and build advantage. Looks like they might be going for a gank on Wagamama here. Here you go, needs to be moderately concerned about this. Not gonna spot Mania. And he's just gonna port out all the way back to base, it looks like. And again, QPandas feeling like they're on the back foot. You can get something done here. Roshan gonna be respawning in 4-ish minutes. Age is about to be reclaimed. MKB picked up by a Lifestealer now. Actually, what did he sell there? His drums. Let's pick that up. So the snake's quite large. It's still a concern. Brewmaster getting picked off in the top lane by the Nature's probably getting picked off in the top lane by Brewmaster. Ult coming out. Gonna pull the Brew on top of the cliff. He's stuck up there for now. Needs to be able to port back out. Gets the split off. It looks like he's gonna get the kill on Miggle as a result, but that's gonna be the Panda split on cooldown. Batrider immediately buying back. Meantime, no one else is really getting in a fight with anyone. Wagamama able to kill Shodoon. Enchantress actually getting the last hit. There's a buyback from him. No buyback on the Nature's Prophet, however. This could be the time for QPAD to go for it. Can they do it? It looks like they're not even going to try. There's a Famlancer with a whole horde of illusions pushing into this middle lane, unfortunately. That's something they have to be concerned about because their barracks are taking infinite damage and the melee is just going to go down. There's nothing you can even do about it. They just do too much damage. And so they win a team fight and lose racks. Once again, this split push from the Famlancer, from the Nature's Prophet, just really coming back and fighting QPandas in the ass. Miracle now hanging out in the top lane. Let's see. Vitality booster picked up. That's Famlancer. See where he goes with it. Could we see Radavatos? I hope so. It's a great item. I love it. It's super good.
Wood.
Mania with that Orchid. Still nothing really picked up beyond that. Looks like Famlancer's a full heart coming for him. No big deal. So he's super tanky. Has evasion. Can't be killed ever. You know, all that stuff. Not looking good for QPandas. What are they going to try and do about this? Continue to just push down towards this bottom lane. Wagamama just farming. It looks like he's porting mid. Going in on Mania. It looks like he's going to go down once again. They need to get the kill. And Sing Sing gonna be killed off instead. Miggle now getting the lasso on Wagamama for the time being. Select getting in, trying to do something. Wagamama taking a lot of damage from all these Fan Lancer illusions. He's gonna go down. Killing spree now for Unicorn. Select getting chased back. He's got the Pandas put off cooldown. Gonna use it. And nothing he can even really do with it. Just need to use the split to survive, and doesn't do a ton. Earth. I'll walk up and punch people. Those big old earth fists. Throw rocks. Isn't afraid of anything. I'm assuming he would rather the Earth Panda died at that point, but wasn't meant to be. AL too smart.
Come to me.
Don't run off.
Illusion fight, but unfortunately there are way more illusions on the Fan Lancer side. So Range Rack's gonna be more or less shredded in that mid lane. Now they're going for top.
Dire's middle barracks.
Tier 3, already pretty low on HP.
Dire's top tower
Even to just
is
get hit
under
by all
attack.
of these illusions. There's too many.
Dire's middle tower is under
Tier
attack.
3 gonna go down.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Nate's still dead for 20 seconds, and that's probably going to be all she wrote for this game. QPandas
Use the might of
getting out split pushed. Select trying to do what he can with his Brewmaster, but he's gonna go down. Staying alive for a time being, a little bit of a lag spike there. Sing Sing gonna get picked off on this bounty hunter. Venomancer getting killed. Brewmaster immediately rides back with the melee racks already down. All three lanes have their melee racks down. Only 2 range racks remaining. Wagamama going down as well, and with that
Where are you going?
death, it should pretty much be GG called, and there they go. They're gonna call it finally. Sing Sing calling it. They're gonna take this game. So AL able to pull one back in this best of 5 match. Sitting now 2-1 in favor
Dire's middle
of
tower
the
is under
QPandas.
attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
with me.
And
Dire's
all players have
inhibitor is
disconnected,
under
so
attack. Radiant
it only takes a
victory.
second because they're gonna just kill the Ancient actually off. Before we're to get the scoreboard for you guys. Once again, my name is Kanez. This is the grand finals of the SK Gaming Cup. Best of 5 between QPandas and Absolute Legends. QPandas now leading it 2-1, but AL were able to take that game to bring it to 2-1 for them. Kind of stay in this. Still need to win 2 in a row to try and take the series, while QPandas only need to get 1 of the next 2. We'll be back momentarily while we wait for the next game to get going. Thanks for coming. Feel free to stick around.